I'm joined now by head coach of the UCCS men's basketball team, Coach Jeff Culver. Coach, can I get your thoughts about where do you think the team is going to finish this season? The preseason coaches poll predicted that the Mountain Lions would finish in ninth place, which would have the team on the outside looking into the playoff picture. Do you think that's a fair assessment of where this team is going to finish? And if so, what do you think are the strong suits? If you don't think so, where do you think the team is going to finish?
Sure. Well, to be honest with you, we don't spend a lot of time looking at the preseason rankings. We've got a lot of new guys, and so do most of the other teams in the RMAC. So it's really tough to project that early on in the season. We feel great about this group, though. We expect to make the playoffs. Our goal is to win the RMAC championship, and so that's our goal. Whether we get ranked, number 9 or some other number in the preseason is irrelevant to us. All of our goals are intact, and I do feel like this squad is ready to take that next step and compete for a championship.
Well, you had your first matchup this past week against Wyoming, Division I, tough matchup. The team trailed by as many as 26 points, but made a great run in the second half and pulled within 4 points of, again, Division I Wyoming. And Derek White had a phenomenal game, 25 points to lead all scores. Can you talk a little bit about what your thoughts are about that game, what you saw from the team that you liked, and things that you know that the team should improve upon moving forward?
Sure. Well, it was a great opportunity for us to play against a great team in an exhibition matchup. So we used that, knowing that it was an exhibition. We played a lot of different lineups, played 14 guys, and got to see a lot of different looks with some different lineups. We were very pleased with some things we saw, and we obviously left that game with a lot of things to work on as well. Derek played a great game, as you mentioned, really led us, on the offensive side of things, and a big thing for Derek this year is going to be adjusting and playing both sides of the ball for us and learning how to play with better players around him. But I thought that it was showed great resiliency for our team. We did get down big, and in the second half we felt like we were playing well, but we just couldn't get over the hump, and then we were able to put some runs together and challenge them. And anytime you get a chance in the preseason to get some end-of-game situations in a tight game and learn from them, we'll take it. So I thought we did that, and we learned a lot about ourselves and some things we need to work on moving forward.
So how about, again, that stellar play of Derek White, who led both teams? Last year was the freshman of the year in the RMAC. Can we expect to see more of the same from Derek White this season?
Well, I think more of the same and better. I think last year, even though, by the time we were playing RMAC opponents on the second time, teams were really keying on him. And I think that shows a lot for Derek's resiliency, because even though they were keying on him, he was seeing a lot of different defenses and the team's best defenders, and he was still able to produce. And this year we've surrounded Derek with quite a bit more talent. Really like the depth at all of our positions, especially at the guard spots. So Derek will be surrounded a lot more with a lot more potent offensive players. So I think it's going to be tough matchups in the RMAC, and I really see his game progressing beyond where it was last year. We're excited about that.
So you mentioned some new additions to the team and some help in the guard position. Who can we keep an eye out this season? Who might be a sleeper or somebody that could have a big impact for the Mountain Lions this upcoming season?
Sure. Well, we start out with 3 guys that sat out last year for us. Dalton Patton on the front line gives us a great presence in the post. Physical presence, can finish at the rim, can play defense, can run the floor really well for his size. He's top vertical jump on our team, and he's a great athlete. Tim Billingsley, who sat out last year as well on a redshirt year, can play a few of the guard positions. A seasoned player, was at Nebraska Kearney for a couple years. He's a Denver kid. He's going to give us some good minutes. And then Alan Paul, who has played here at UCCS and had some injuries, and we had to get him back on, but he's playing his last year. So those 3 in particular, as far as those that have been around the program, so it'll be that much less of a transition for them, a learning curve for them to get acclimated to how we're doing things now. 3 of them are immediately impacting us. I mean, all 3 have been starting, and they've been doing some good things. And then some other newcomers we've got, Trayshawn Wilford out of Eagle Crest. Winning a state championship says a lot, and so everyone on the Eagle Crest Raptor team went through a great season, and Trayshawn was a leader of that team, and he brings some good experience and some good winning experience to our program. Very athletic, very smart young man, can make plays on both ends of the floor, will do some great things for us. We also brought in a local guy, Kendall Godley from Falcon High School, who's got 3 more years to play. And once we get him folded into our system, he's going to make some noise in the RMAC as well.
So you got another exhibition game coming up later on this week against Fort Collins. What do you expect to see from the team in that game, and what do you want to work on in that matchup against Fort Collins?
Well, we want to clean some things up. You know, we're continuing to add more and more offensive and defensive things to our team. We want to get as polished as we can by Friday. We open up season the Tuesday after. So this is our last chance at an exhibition here against an outside competition, a very good opponent. Obviously, that won a game in the big dance last year and lost to the eventual champion Louisville. So we'll have our hands full with CSU, but I think it's a great test for our guys. We've got a lot to clean up, as I mentioned, from the Wyoming game. We're going to have to play a physical game. We're going to have to clean up our mistakes, make sure we're holding them, to one shot, and clean up our defensive rebounding, clean up our turnovers. But overall, we just want to play a polished game, and with everything that we've been putting in, we're hoping that we can play nice and clean, and look forward to opening up the season and stay healthy. We've got Tuesday opens our season, so we got to make sure we're staying healthy to kick off the regular season.
So the final exhibition matchup, and then we start the regular season, as you mentioned. And this is going to be your second year here at UCCS as the head coach. What kind of changes can we expect from last season to this season as far as things you've been working on with the team and areas that you want to see the team improve upon from last year?
Sure. Well, 2 main areas, offensive and defensive efficiency, and on the offensive end, we turned the ball over too much last year. We didn't shoot the ball as well as I would like. We're definitely working on that. Defensively, we just have to be more sound. We have to be more stingy, and at the same time, we'll be able to be much more aggressive this year defensively. We've got more in now defensively at this point in the season than we did the entirety of last year. So we'll be able to do a lot more, I believe, on both ends of the floor, but especially on the defensive side.
So I know you don't like preseason predictions, Coach, but I got to ask you, where do you think the team is going to rank at the end of the season when it's all said and done? Where are the Mountain Lions, and how far are they going to go this season?
Well, our goal is the same as our expectation, and that is to win. So we expect to win the RMAC, and that's where our goal is, and so that's where our preseason prediction is.
Excellent. Thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.